Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and this video is for Nik the Booksmith's The Deserted Island Journal Challenge. So the four givens that I used, obviously that everybody used, is scissors. I used needle, thread, coffee stained just paper, and glue, this glue. And I still have it all over my fingers. And then for my choices, I used ink and a manila folder, which is this is what I have left. One manila folder, this fabric right here, and this is what I have left. There's just a scrap piece. And then I used the Graphic 45 Once Upon a Springtime Classic Collection Enchanted Forest. And so I had two sheets of this. This one is clipped up here in the corner. But I kind of went with the monochromatic sort of theme with the manila folder, these, and you know, the green. I mean, I've got two colors, but you know, basically green is the color that I decided to use. And I didn't have to do that. That's just the way I wanted to do it. I had two sheets of that Graphic 45 paper, and for some reason I have trouble using it because it is monochromatic, and so I decided this was a even better challenge by doing it this way, because it forced me to use it instead of finding more colorful things, which is what I kind of tend to do. So this is what I came up with, and I used, that light's like really obnoxious, sorry. I just want you guys to be able to see it, and the light's not great in here. So this is one of the images out of the Graphic 45 paper. This is the border that was on it. I clipped it and, you know, did it like a frame around it. There's coffee stained paper back here, and this is the fabric. I put it all on the outside of the manila folder. And this is the inside. I did do some stitching for it, and then coffee stained paper on the back. Just a little daisy or something. I don't even know. I'm not much of a sewer, so I try, but it's not my greatest. And then just more of the images, Once Upon a Springtime, and coffee stained paper, which is mostly what I'm going to say today. And then, you know, I did torn edges a lot too, because these scissors aren't the best for cutting a straight line. Not that I'm good at that either. And then fabric. This was some cool coffee stain paper that I had, because you can kind of see the doily image in it. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to pick it up on the camera, but anyway, there's kind of a doily image there. And coffee stain paper. And then there's a pocket right here, so you could put another little tag in there. And then I folded this piece of paper over and stitched it right here, and then some fabric there. And there's a doily image there again. And then this is one of the images. I just took a piece of the manila folder, made a tag, which is what I did with that other tag too. It's manila folder. And then I stitched on some coffee stain, or I didn't stitch on the coffee stain paper. I just made a little stitch design up there and then glued on coffee stain paper, but I kind of made it like a little flip tag thing so that you can put it over the page, but it also gives you a couple spots to journal. So I thought that was, you know, kind of a good way to do it since we're not using paper clips. So that just kind of sits on there. But it gives you a little design on the other side too. This is the border that goes along the paper. You can see, you know, it just goes all around here, around all the images. And coffee stained paper. And then this is completely glued on. It's not a tuck spot or anything. Stained paper. And then I just did some stitching there to stitch these pockets on. And this is the center of the signature. And oh yeah, I did show this. I used embroidery thread. And then this is another little tag. You can see the lines from the manila folder. I just did it like a little opening tag like this, and then the paper just folds up like that and flips in there. And then another tag. And this is the edge of the fabric, like, you know how they all have this edge on them. So that's part of that. I just liked the writing, so I stuck that on there. I did it on this. Yeah, this one's a little bit of the edge too. It doesn't have as much of the print. And a little fabric up there. coffee stained paper, and this is just a little envelope that I kind of put over, and that's just one of those that you fold up and you can write on it for journaling. Out of coffee stained paper and an image. And then this is a little tuck spot, a little piece of coffee stained paper. This, and then this is another little one of those kind of like, I didn't make it a tag, but it's just one of the pieces from the paper, kind of a journaling spot. And then it also folds over and it has another piece of that. I liked that cursive that was on that edging of that fabric. So that can go there or wherever. And then there's another little tuck spot here that you could put a piece of paper. And you can move these, like, you know, could go here too. So that's kind of the fun thing with those. In here. And a piece of the trim, and I cut a leaf out of the paper. This has all kinds of just leaves. It kind of had an Art Deco feel, which I liked with the fairy images, because that's kind of the way these images, I think that's what they're supposed to look like, but there's another little tuck spot there. And paper, and then this is a strip, and then I made kind of like a little rosette out of the fabric and put one of the little images on the inside of the flower. That was the brown circle with the number 1 on it that's on there, that shows the colors that are in that fabric. And then this, and here's another one of these envelopes that just opens up. I just put a bit of the other side of the paper as a border. It looks like this all on the back of that paper. So that's a piece of that. And some fabric for a corner. And there's some doily images there. And this is another image. And this coffee stained paper, I just love it. It came out so cool. And then another little pocket back here with the final tag. This was a great challenge, Nick. I kept wanting to grab other things to use, and I just had to restrain myself, obviously. So, but that's all I have left. So that was great. It was a great use of, you know, use some stuff up, and I really liked it. So thank you so much, and I hope you like this. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.